Hi, and welcome back to Mike Makes It. On the bench here, we got a Karcher, a K7 Premium pressure washer. Now, I've had a Karcher pressure washer for must be 20 years, and it's done very, very well, but it's shown its age now. So, with the thanks of Amazon Prime Day, I've purchased this unit. So we'll get it out of the box, see what we get for the money, and see how much better it is than the old unit. So here we go. Well, there you go. That's everything out of the box. Just have a very quick look left to right. Karcher call this the T-Racer. Basically, there's two pressure jets in there that revolve. Sprays high pressure water out at slabs or concrete, patio areas, etc. You can clean your walls with it if you can reach. You've got handles on it, so if you imagine you're going up a wall. I've not actually used that as such like that with the older one, but I can see it would work. There's a few adjustments on the top depending on what you clean. If you've got a wooden patio area, you want to turn, this is a pressure regulator I should say, not really so much a regulator as we turn it over, excuse the noise, the rotating jets will be moved further away from the substrate you're cleaning. So if you put it to the soft setting, these pressure jets here, there's two of those, these pressure jets will move into the body of the machine, so effectively move away from the area you're cleaning, so that there's less of an impact to the water jet. If you're cleaning concrete, then Karcher recommend you move it over to the harder setting, which will bring the jets closer to the surface. One nice little feature on here, how well it works we'll find out. There's two positions here. There's a normal position where you would operate the machine on a big floor area, but if you want to go into the corners like you do in patio areas, you imagine most patio areas will have a corner somewhere. You press the other lever on here and water will come out rather from those two jets I showed you earlier. It'll actually come out from this green jet. It's a little bit hidden. Let's see if we can get a better position, better look. There, where my finger's pointing, there's a green jet there. So I believe the water is going to be more guided to this corner area. We'll see if that works, because on the patio area I'm going to clean in a few minutes. That could be handy if it works well. I'm sure it will. You've got a extension lance. To so much an extension, you're going to need it on this on the T-Racer, so you can actually stand up and use it, which would be a positive step. You've got the control, the hand control, LCD display. As with everything electronic these days, it's got Bluetooth in it, so I've got to pair this handle with the base unit. Allegedly quite simple. You plug the base unit into the mains. It doesn't say anything about switching it on, so we'll wait and see on that one. Plug it into the mains, and within 1 minute you press the plus and minus buttons here until the display changes. Basically all the display fills up. Then it's paired, then allegedly away you go. So I'm sure that's going to be simple. We'll have a little go with that in a moment. This is what I'm most interested in. This is like a jet basically, but it's a variable jet. I've got a client that uses one of these and swears by it. Really apparently cleans a patio area very, very quickly and very efficiently. More so than this device apparently, but we'll wait and see. But there's various settings on here as well, depending on the surface you're using or trying to clean, be it concrete, a car, wooden area, walls, etc. So a lot of controls there to learn for Mike. On-off switch on the device. What I do like with this, you've got a hose tidy. That's your high pressure hose coming out that'll attach to the T-Racer or the Lance. If we go around the back of the machine, you can see it's all coiled up on the back, so you simply pull it. If I can show you that, bear with me. If I'm pulling the hose out of the front, and it'll simply deploy the hose at the front for us. It's approximately 10 meters a hose, so you can get a fair distance away from the machine without having an extension. 5 meters of power cord, quite heavy duty. I'm not sure the kilowattage of this at the moment. We'll have a look. Probably about 2.5 kilowatt. It's on wheels, which is handy. One handle at the front to lift if you wish. Another handle at the back, and even bigger handle that clicks up so you can wheel it around your patio area or garden. It is quite heavy, devil. I'll tell you what, it's no lightweight, neither was the last one, so I'm quite pleased with that. I'd like to think if it's heavy, it's quite good quality. The compressor in there must be fairly heavyweight, hopefully of metal construction, but that I'm not going to learn today. I'm not going to take it apart, have a look. Some of the cheaper compressors, I say compressors, the water compressors, the pressure vessel in the device, were made of plastic on some of the models, not the Karcher. So I'm hoping Karcher have stayed with the metal. I'm sure they have. So that's it on the bench. I'll set back up on the tripod and I'll see if I can get the handset paired up. Should be straightforward. We'll try. Okay, we pair the device now. I've powered the unit up. You've got 1 minute to do this before it times out. Apparently you've got to connect the pipe to the hand unit, the lance. Press the plus and minus button. This is quite quick, I think. See if we can get that in a better light. Press the plus minus. Flashes. There, we're done. I believe we're now paired. We'll see. We'll fire the machine up now, clean a little bit of a patio area, and see if this does respond to my input. If it doesn't, I haven't paired it right, so I need to unplug the unit again, give it a few seconds, plug it back in and go through the same pairing routine. But I think that largely job's done. We're done with the pairing. Alright, now we're paired. I want to show you the battery compartment. If you press the yellow button here, press that all the way in, the pipe will detach from the handset. Now you got, if you look on the top, there's your display in here, but there's it looks like a button on one side, button on the other side. Press this side in, you can see it pops out the other side, so to speak. Now here's your battery flap. Let's get your nail under there. 2 AAA batteries come supplied with it, no tab to pull out, already done. A little bit of an O-ring seal going on here, so hopefully keeps the water out. And it's just you simply reverse what you've done. Tuck the battery flap in here, press it down, push this button in, and that's it. Job's a good one. So we'll get this up on the patio area I'm going to clean, and we'll just see how good it is. Okay, I've set up on the patio area, and I have had a bit of a go, as you can see, so I can tell you a little bit more about the tool. Now, with it, you are given a stone and paving cleaner solution. One thing about this Karcher is nice simple implementation. You simply plug them into the top like that, drop it down, job's a good one. I'll set up on the tripod and I'll show you how to configure it so it actually uses the cleaner. Here we've got the lance. I'm going to use this attachment. It's the only one you can use when you want stone cleaning solution to be implemented. Now there's a bayonet fitting, simply push and turn, but what I found with this, you can have it 180 degrees out, so the symbols on this rotary nozzle, so you can turn it depending on the settings you're going to use or what you want to use it on. So what I found, for it to make any sense, you've got to have it so you've got this flat area in line with the display. Then the indicators on the nozzle itself line up and they make sense. For instance, when I start the machine up, it'll tell me I've got the swirling nozzle going in the display here. If we turn that once more, let's get the mix. This is where the cleaner solution will be mixed with the water. and again that'll reflect in the display. Now if I disconnect that, turn that around 180 degrees, it's still configured for detergent, but you don't know that from here. It'll show on the display, maybe that's the important thing, but to me I'd like a written explanation of what's happening as well. So to my mind, the way I'm going to be fitting that, so I've got the flat bit in line with the display. So we'll have a little bit of a go. We'll mix a bit of solution on. When you pull your handle, you'll see the bottom one's flashing. If I press plus, it'll increase how much detergent is mixed with the water. So the solution of water to detergent is altered on the handset, which is quite nice. There's no manual adjustment on the machine. I've already sprayed the detergent on the patio area, so I'm not going to put any more on. But if we go turn this, you've got the three options there, hard, medium, soft, and that's all controlled within the handset here. If we zoom in, it's just gone off. It did show me in the display here that I was on the detergent side. If I press it long enough now, it'll understand, the machine decides it knows what setting I've got it on. So let's just press. There you go. It's told me what position this is in effectively, and it gives me the different options, high, medium, low. If we drop that down, you'll see the display dropping down. That's the actual pressure of the water emitted from the lance. You've got another option there, which is literally flat out with the, I'll call it the swirly nozzle in the end here. There's a moving device that actually sprays the water out in a rotary motion onto the patio. Don't know if you get that on camera. We go back to this setting, and that's just straight out, flat out water. They do call it a flat spray, I believe. But if you want to clear any muck off your patio, this is the one I'd go for, with the rotary nozzle, if you want to call it that. It does seem to work the best. However, saying that, you can just see in the distance there the T-Racer. Now that's I quite like that. It doesn't spray a lot of water out at you when you're working with it. We'll just put that onto the nozzle. Bear with me. Exactly the same as the lance that we've just took off. There's a case, just push and turn, but you have got an extra collar you need to just bring in to strengthen the whole assembly. The same with down this end. This will unclip here, but again you've got a collar to latch it on. These seem to work quite well. Push this down, as I said in the garage, it'll spray water out from the corner here, so you can get right into your patio area if you've got any corners, which I have. Depress that and it'll take you back to the normal mode. So we'll do a little bit here. It does seem to be fairly effective, so yeah, just watch and see. the one on the left gives you the whole area to be cleaned, if you see what I mean. This is the assembly that's going to be working. When you press the left hand button down, you press the right hand button, it'll give you the corner mode. The advantage of using this, it doesn't spray a lot of water around at you. It keeps the water where it should be, is on the floor. With a lance, it does spray a bit more water at you, so you're going to need your old wellies on for that. I'm going to try a different part of the garden in a moment. I do like, bear with me a second. I do like the control on the handset here. I'm finding when I'm holding the handle on, in the on position, so I'm working with it, it's making my hand ache a little bit. I don't know whether the ergonomics of that could be improved. Maybe they could, maybe it's just me. What do I think of this device overall? The older device I had for 20 years is just as good as this. There are some pluses with this. I've got handset control. The machine's plugged in and switched on at the moment, but it's not running. With the old machine, it was on all the time. It had the constant noise in the background, using electric all the time, even if you weren't using the water spray. If I just pull the trigger now, you can hear it kicks in, then cuts off dead. The last one didn't do that, so that's an improvement. I'll carry on. I'll finish on the area up here, and I'll come back, just give you my last views on it. Right, I'm not sure how well you're going to see this, but this step and that step, what I'm going to do, you got you got 3 different settings on the lance itself, but the two I'm interested in is the flat spray and the Whizzly Rain one. Now this step I've already done, and the little test was just to turn the pressure washer on and do a sweep forward, a single sweep with both the flat spray and the Whizzly Rain one, and you see the difference, and it appears the Whizzly Rain one is better than I thought. So here we go. The first one was the flat spray, and it's hardly scientific test, but a single sweep didn't seem to touch the dirt on the step. The Whizzly Rain one, well, you see it did work quite well there. Didn't have so much luck on the limestone slabs on the patio area, but we'll go around the back of the house where we got concrete and see if it does such a good job around there. Well, around the back of the house we get a lot of runoff of rainwater, etc., from a bit of a hill where we're situated on, and it comes down on the back drive here, and it doesn't get a lot of traffic. We don't walk around the back here too much, but does slime up very quickly. Let me just turn the camera a tad for you, and it gets very slippy. Now the old pressure washer did clear it quite well, with a hoover head, I'll call it. But I'll do the 3 tests on here. I'll use the T-Racer, I'll use this flat pressure washer jet, and it's apparently not a Whizzly Rain thing. Karcher don't call it that. It's a dirt blaster, so we'll do that last. I'll just do a very small section of each here, approximately the same time duration, so you get an idea of what's going on. So we'll go for the T-Racer first, then the flat jet, then the dirt blaster. So here we go. hopefully you got some of that. We'll go a little bit closer, but basically the T-Racer does work. The flat jet is a little bit better, but you have to work harder at it. But the Dirt Blaster is very, very effective, more so than the other two. The only thing, it does splash around a bit more water and grit, so be aware of that. But we'll just see. Well, I've actually gone over the two places you could have seen, but hopefully you got that. The first one was okay if you worked at it. The second one was a little bit better. Dirt Blaster, terrific. So, well, I've got to finish doing the back here now, haven't I? So I'll do that and come back to you in a second. Well, that's the Karcher K7 Premium. Yeah, it surprised me how well it cleaned the concrete out the back of the house. Didn't do so well on the limestone, but I may need to pre-treat that with some cleaning solution. But overall, yeah, it's pulled one back. I'm a little bit underwhelmed to start with, but now I'm very happy with it. It's a good all-in-one machine. It's you know, it's in one place, in the sense with the older Karcher I had, the hoses were in one place, the extension somewhere else. With this, it's like a vacuum cleaner. You put it all together, it's got all its hoses and nozzles and everything you need in one place. On the front of the machine, there's some areas where the bits and bobs will store. If I push that in there, there you go. So it keeps everything all together. The Racer has got to find its own home. One thing about this I do like is you can plug your cleaner solutions in there and that'll feed through to the hose. You don't need a separate pipe like I did on the older machine. I'm looking around the garage, have one of these. It's like it'll snow foam your vehicle for you. That was an add-on to an add-on to an add-on that I had for the old Karcher. Now, because of the connector, it's the bayonet connector, it will adapt straight into the new unit I've got. So that's handy. I haven't got to scrap that. And I must admit, that's Karcher. The solution's not cheap, but that really does clean the car well. I got a Land Rover, as you may have noticed in previous videos, and that does fetch all the grease and the grot and stuff off very, very well. More so than any other shampoo I've used. But back to the K7, yeah, I'm happy with it. If you can get one at a discount, then hang on for that. There's another, what are we coming up? Black Friday coming up in a couple of weeks, so Amazon may well shave another £100 off, because that's what I saved on this. This was about £330. It should have been £470. So I had quite a good saving. I've been hanging on until my old Karcher either died or there was a good offer. So the old Karcher is still just about holding in there, and I had a good offer on this. Anyhow, I don't want to stretch a video out anymore, so thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. There'll be more reviews and Mike making things in the future. Anyhow, thank you.